He asked, can you make a video on how to accumulate properties as fast as possible and what is a realistic goal? I think that's a really good question and one that would be impossible to answer kind of from like a broad strokes perspective. So, I think the reality is that the majority of people that are actively building real estate portfolios are either high net worth individuals where they have had like an exit in a previous business, or they are high income earners that just make way more than what it costs them to live. So they kind of acquire rental properties kind of as they go. The answer in a nutshell is you can only grow your rental portfolio as fast as you can accumulate enough funds to do so. That is, I think, the most traditional answer that one could give. However, the way that we have scaled so quickly is we don't have any of our own money into any of these deals. So we use private lenders. These are friends, these are family members, and we finance 100% of the purchase price and the rehab costs. So that allows us to not be limited by the amount of income that we have or the amount of money that we have. Like, we're not in danger of running out of money if we're not using any of our own money in any deals, because no matter how high your net worth is, no matter how much income you make, if you're using your own cash to do your own deals, then at some point you're going to run out of funds. It's just how it works. And then you're going to pause to as long as it takes for you to refinance, get your funds back out, and repeat the process. So with our model, we've been able to grow so quickly because we use the private lenders. We finance 100% of the purchase price and the rehab costs. We're very careful to make sure that we do not go, the purchase price plus the rehab costs cannot exceed 75% of the after repair value of that property. And that's important because most banks historically give about 75% of the loan to value. So there might be some seasoning involved, which may slow down the process, even if you use private lenders' funds at 100% of the purchase price and rehab costs, because the banks want you to have owned the property for a certain amount of time before they do a refinance on the property. However, if you stay at or below 75% of the loan to value, then when you refinance the property, you're going to utilize the bank's funds to pay back the private lender's funds in its entirety. So then you don't have any money in that deal at all. And you've just had, the time, energy, and effort in finding the property, orchestrating the rehab of the property, renting the property out, and then refinancing the property. So you've got a lot of time, energy, and effort wrapped up into it, but you don't have any of your own funds left in the deal. So you can only scale as fast as you can move that money around. And that's all it's limited to if you're using private lenders and then refinancing with traditional banks or institutional lenders. And then if you are more debt averse, if you are building a portfolio off of your income or your net worth, then you can only go as fast as you can either make or save money. So at the end of the day, this question is an extraordinarily personal one where you have to come up with your own personal preferences. You have to decide your own risk tolerances and go from there.
Thanks for watching that clip. I thought that was a good question. And I think you can ask good questions too. Join us every Friday morning at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for a live stream Q&A where we answer plenty of questions just like this one. In the meantime, consider subscribing to the channel if you want more of this content. And if you want to increase your deal flow, analyze properties better, and help me feed my family, click the link below for a free 7-day trial of PropStream.